Welcome everybody to the book lunch for William Waldorf, for 101 Stories of Love. Really happy to celebrate today. I want to thank Roberta and Jill and Sarfraz for volunteering to get the party started to read the poetry of Bill. And so let's go ahead and get started with that. And we're going to start with Roberta, who actually wrote the foreword poem for the book, and she's going to share that as well as another one of Bill's poems. Okay, Roberta, it's all yours.
This poem is called Poem for Bill. The sonneteer with elegant lines employs poetic forms with ease, counts syllables, and constructs rhymes in well-crafted poems guaranteed to please. A mature artist at his peak of creation, composing sestinas, villanelles, and the occasional ode, whose verses, arranged with care and poetic, command we attend a voice that's authentic, digs deep into his mother lode. Master of meter, follow him on Instagram. Also a mentor, my mentor and teacher, the king of I am.
Thank you. That's beautiful. Love that. Straight from the heart.
I loved writing it.
That's great. You're such a good poet, Roberta.
Thank you. Very nice of you. Thank you. So is Bill. The next poem is one of Bill's from the new collection. It's called Hard Standards. Up and down, the painted horses go round, past the gold ring dispenser. Feel the sound and watch the rings slip away from fingers. A life filled with jinxes is where I'm bound. Up and down on my horse. Start again. Up and down on my horse named Loneliness. I watch gold rings continually fly by, unable to take chance and will not try. I live with failure's friend called hopelessness. Up, down are my comfortable results. Changes would challenge my old behavior. No disaster affects my composure, as these can only bring shouted insults. When the image in your mirror is new and frightens, you'll learn to keep your old view.
Thank you. Beautiful work.
Beautiful poem. It's really deep.
Thank you. If anyone here would like to write in the chat any congratulations or comments about any of the poems or for Bill, please feel free to do so, and I'll save that for him to read later on. Sometimes in the moment, I'm going to have little memories of what people have to say about you. So if you have any good gossip about Bill, you can always share that too. Jill, you're up next.
Bill, I chose Lovers' Questions. I think it's beautiful, and I will always remember this day. And I have to say that I never really had a mentor, so to speak, but if I came close, it was being in Elliot's group with Bill, and I would always turn to him, especially if I'd offered critique in a workshop. I would say everything, and then I would look at him and say, did I get it right? So I always look to Bill and continue to admire him, and it's an honor to be here today. I'm going to read Lovers' Questions. Am I good enough for you? I wonder with fear. How can I show how much I care? Afraid to touch the answer to my prayer. Words stick inside my nervous throat's structure. When we are together, the world stands still. My heart races, my body feels anxious as my unasked question feels torturous. I search for courage to strengthen my will. Life's seeds of self-doubt grow inside my mind. Despite that, I feel determined, for I would feel worthless without value if my terror will cause me to lose you. Questions never asked leave answers still masked forever. A hidden view won't come true. I really love that.
Hey, Jill.
And I have a love poem. Some of you are familiar with it. I kind of dug deep into my archives and I wrote this, thanking my dad, who isn't with me since the age of 18, but he's been inside my heart and I've lived my life with him right there. So I'm thanking him for finding my husband. For Jack, from your Jill. You live inside my heart, whisper sage wisdom every day. My imagination soars as never before, spiraling beyond all earthbound dreams. You longed for my happiness, for your daughter's sweet smile to return, your compass, a father's pride, to find the perfect man, to learn who I am, adore me, worship me as you did me in turn. Somehow you knew just how it would unfold. From love-driven desire, you envisioned it all, where the dance would lead us, how the chips would fall. This tale of love unveiled itself just as you foretold. First, you had to find him, not an easy task. Then, to understand his journey, anticipate the questions only you knew I would ask. Education, profession, each met your highest bar, gave no hint of challenges ahead. Would he make your dreams his own, make me his shining star? He had to be a man of honor. Surely you had doubts. My kindred spirit, a perfect love. What exactly was this guy all about? A man of the backwoods, his camera never far, images of forest paths, midnight starry skies. You searched deep within his soul, sought to embrace the lamentation of his plaintive cries. His heart was but a satchel for his unheard pleas, along with prayers, plans, and schemes. Hope lived on, it flourished, emboldened by his dreams. Living each day within love's tapestry, basking in its golden glow, like fine wine, a love enriched by age, as Yeats' poems, each more beautiful when we turn the page. We are pieces on life's board of chess, each move an answered prayer, delivery of dreams. Once I was your very own princess. Now I am his newly crowned queen. You would love him, Dad. Be proud to call him son. His love is true. He treasures me like the rare gem you always said I am. though we can never go back, if only we could. What an extraordinary gift it has been to be the Jill to your Jack. When my time is near, I know I will not be alone, for you will be there waiting, arms open wide to embrace me, reclaim me, joyously welcome me home. Thank you for letting me share that today.
Thank you, Jill. Love
And
that poem.
mazel tov, Bill.
Thank you. You know, Jill told me when I was talking about Bill's book that it was that she wanted to be sure that she was involved in this launch. And Jill has been healing and going through some real positive things though from all of that. And I'm so happy to see you here today.
Thank you.
Thank you for that volunteer spirit everyone has had about this book. That's how much people love you, Bill. Your life is a love poem. Thank you, Jill.
You're welcome.
Okay, Sarfraz. The party
Hi,
would not
Lisa.
be
Thank
complete
you.
without Sarfraz being here. You come to every one of these, and I just really appreciate it.
Thank you. And thank you for inviting me. Now, I can't sort of start reading from this book without telling you a little bit of a story. And the story is how I got to meet Bill. So it was actually Jill who actually, and I'll never ever forget this, who convinced me to join Elliot's group of the critique group. And, it was kind of she kept saying to me, Sarfraz, you've got to contact Elliot. You've got to meet Elliot. And to and to be fair to her, is probably the best thing I've ever done, because I always say to people, there is my poetry before I met Elliot, and there is my poetry after I met Elliot. And there is a huge, huge difference from that. And from meeting Elliot, I actually met an amazing man. He's also my teacher. He doesn't know it. He teaches us everything about poetry. Villanelle and the meter and the rhyme, and his abundance of knowledge of poetry, and that is obviously Bill. So when you get Elliot, you get Bill. And I'm always saying, these guys should have a podcast. And what an amazing podcast that would be. So I'm going to read from page 27 of this amazing book. And then I'm going to read something, a love poem that I've got as well. So I'm going to read from Cocoon. So the poem is called Cocoon. Come closer to me, snuggle within my arms. Let my body soothe away your hard day. We lie together to start the foreplay of a main event, our intimate charms. Are gifted to remove the world from view, along with it, your worry not to feel safe. For me, no longer alone like a waif, my gentle, taut touch will continue. I know you feel fragile, but you're my star. Let's use its light years as our measure bar. While we watch the moonrise, light the bodies, we'll enjoy the warm, freshly baked cookies. Love grows in stages, can't last forever. Sickness measured in stages, reigns terror. Thank you. And that's called Cocoon.
Beautiful.
And I always say, with Bill, I always say to him, I said, Bill, when you write love poetry, oh my God, you take it to another level. And he really, really does. He might be a little bit modest, but Bill, mate, you've got the love poems down to a T, and there's an abundance of beautiful poems in this collection, which I am actually going through, and there's a lot. Okay, so I'm going to read a love poem. These days, I'm going to say I don't really write that much about love, but truthfully, I probably do. This one's from this book. It's called The Dying Art of Poetry. We're all proved that it's not a dying art, and it's a bit of tongue-in-cheek title. And this is the last poem from this book, and it's called Fragments. Fragments blow in the wind now and then. Memories of the two of us caressed my skin as I remember you in all your glory. I remember your beauty, I remember your story. Your essence flutters around me, a love that never got to be, never got to bloom, gone too soon. Fragments are all that's left of us, remains of the two of us, two people who touched each other's lives. Only fragments survive, caress my skin. Memories of the two of us blow in the wind. Thank you.
Thank you. That's beautiful.
Congratulations, Bill. We love you, mate.
Okay, Bill, the guest of honor. Come on board.
Bill has a great sense of humor. I don't know if anyone said that yet, but definitely true in the poetry and in meeting with him.
Thank you. I'm so glad to see all of you here. It's so nice. And because I didn't expect to see Dan here, so I really changed what I'm going to read. So I'm going to read a poem called No Words. All right. Because Dan and I had an experience together. On that page, that poem is on page 50, and it's called No Words. Pain makes cowards of strong beings when love shows its limits and you suffer openly. I struggle for a buffer, unable to relieve what I'm seeing. Love learns to share with each touch provided, secrets confided as fears are nurtured. Fright grips my ability to function. Frozen freezes my chance for reaction. I offer touch when you ask, squeeze me tight. I reply, give me your pain, it's all right. Inside my soft, gentle embrace is calm as I pull against your warmth and marvel how secure we seem with every exhale to become one spirit within our form. When poets share rhyme and time, they share their lives with each other and talk about trouble and talk about life's struggle. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I'm just so happy to see this. Okay. Do you want me to read another one? I'll read one from the back of the book. In the back of the book is always easy. Chocolate cake. You often want the one you shouldn't take. Forbidden always looks like the sweetest. Remember what happens with chocolate cake? Afterwards, you'll know it was a mistake to polish off more than you can digest. You often want the one you shouldn't take, dipped a piece into the coldest milkshake, soggy, soaks off gulps, help as you ingest. Remember what happens with chocolate cake. Bloated from an unnatural intake, stretched stomach pain pushes for time to rest. You often want the one you shouldn't take. Your belly rumbles, sounds like an earthquake. Thoughts of more sweets now make you feel stress. Remember what happens with chocolate cake as your glazed stare at your high pile plate. And you try to recall which bite could cause this. You often want the one you shouldn't take. Remember what happens with chocolate cake.
Thank you, Bill, for letting me pick that poem. He had sent me some different poems, said pick one of these to go in the book. And of course, chocolate cake was going to be my choice.
I gave her a choice. And I kind of chuckled when she picked chocolate cake.
What were the other possibilities?
Oh, wow.
You don't remember.
After this book, we'll start another one and you'll be able to see them.
Bill, read another one. Can you read another one?
Yes,
Sure.
please do.
Okay. Well, I always like this one. The tire looks low. I call road service. No loss of air, told. The gauge number's correct. It must be filled with doubt. As each time I drive, it makes me look. It can make me uneasy.
Very nice. Oh, you have another one in you, Bill? I wouldn't mind.
I do. I have grief. We always talk about grief. Unwanted guest. Grief came for a visit she didn't call, plans to stay forever, although implied she must have come hidden with all those cards. The happy ones you thought were so crass, left out open, scattered on our table? No, maybe it was when the door opened as strangers came inside to pay respects. Wonder how much charge will occur in I've learned their price. Pieces from my buried heart. Visitors fill cups to drink from this house. The mourner's mansions that serves, please, not me, coffee, tea, milk, along with strong whiskey, to blur away both day and night quickly. In the silence, I think grief stole our laugh, took the noise away, left the loud tick-tocks to think how long before we're together. As grief accompanies my shower cries, I bury my sobs inside our towels to remember our spoken solemn vows. Our love will never die, my sweet beauty, but be together for eternity.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Love it. Lovely.
I read one of your poems to my husband. I read it's The Practice, and I don't remember what it was called, but I think that's such an insightful, beautiful, clever, critical, really good poem.
Oh, I don't have that in here. You want me to
Yeah,
read?
I don't know. I don't remember whether it's in this collection. You had read it, so I must have had it from something.
We
But
read it in the group, yes. So
really a great poem.
hold on. That's another villanelle. I'll pull that out. Hold on a minute.
It's really good.
That's a teaser for next time, but I'll talk about that. Hold on a minute. Let me just. So now I have to go off here. Have to open this up.
Roberta, pick me out a number between 1 and 6.
Or
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's you, Roberta. You won a free copy of the book.
well, why don't
Congratulations,
why don't you
Roberta.
donate it to someone else? Because I already have the book.
Okay. Was there anybody in this room who does not have a copy that would like one?
Mine's on order, so mine is ordering is hopefully coming. So I've hopefully we'll get it, but it's not
Okay.
here yet.
All right, let's see. I'll count another. Another 4 would be Barbara.
Mm.
Barbara, I can send you a copy. I think she's mute. Getting unmuted.
And she's
Do we have time for Bill to read our 60th wedding anniversary?
you want that one? Okay, hold on.
It's so beautiful.
Let me just get this. Look at this one. Didn't you? All right. This is in the book of the 60th one. I can read that one.
Page 100.
Yeah. That's what happens when you're married a long time.
To the same person.
Yes. Well, yes. It's funny how you don't think that when you're married to the same person for a long time. Okay. On our 60th wedding anniversary, I take the pad off my night table quietly, settle in as I sit down on my soft sheets. I write, I love you on the first page, then tap my pencil. A quiet blend of humidity, summer air hangs around me. I wonder how to tell you how happy I've been living with you. A smile comes over, recalling your face, the day we were married, scared and nervous. We grew together. Time's ages our love into a unique bouquet whose taste we easily recognize. 60 years with my favorite book to enjoy my rereading slowly, to savor parts which I remember, ignoring my trespass of thinking different is better. When time shows to all You are my true love. Lovers are the caretakers of age, gently holding each other's hearts.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I love that last
Glorious.
couplet. That's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely
That
gorgeous.
should go on a greeting card. Those two last two.
Good.
Yeah. Beautiful.
It should be made into a song, I think, or something like that. It's got that feel of it. So yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous poem.
You have really good meter with your poems, Bill.
Thank you.
Makes it so much nicer to read.
Thank you. We can't get this to open. I can't. Oh, okay.
Are you still looking for that other poem?
Yeah, I have it, and it's not. And I got circles going on, so I can't do much with circles.
The circle of life is twirling.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Does
I'll read
anybody have
another from the
some,
book. All right.
Pardon?
I'll read you another from the book.
Okay.
Be a man, my son, I would often hear, from one on his way out to begin work. There is where men have their value, not here. Here is where they leave and have to go back. A magical place where fathers stay hidden, won't know what you've done. You'll just wait till with the threat of their return. Under covers, when sleep stops their mission. Be a man, join in, be one of the boys as you become a partner's love of choice. Surprised to find my father waiting there, nervously, for some grandchildren to snare. Wisdom learned while hoping for sustenance. A woman's breast was my first influence. Just cancel. Close that.
Yeah. Any other thoughts or anything anybody
No,
like to
nobody
share?
wants to say anything. Okay.
Well, I want to congratulate you, Bill, for this book and wish you the best with it. I do want to tell you that I checked today and the ranking is going up. So it's really looking good.
Thank
So
you.
congratulations.
Thank you. I think we just need to share it as well. If we can all share it on our social media and
Yes, please
let
do.
people know
Yeah,
that it's
well,
there. I think that's half the issue with poetry and poetry books.
Mhm.
People sometimes don't know that it's so good and it's available and it's as a great piece. I think and that's the same with Bill. As I said, I think if you were to observe the critique groups, Bill is. I mean, Elliot's there as well. Obviously, he's the chairman of the board. But you got Bill there, who's kind of our teacher. Kind of more into the traditional standard of poetry of the villanelle and the meter, the rhyme, and he knows his stuff. Bill knows his stuff. And this book is absolutely fantastic. I've been reading a lot of his old stuff as well, which is fantastic as well. So congratulations, and
Thank
hope
you.
it goes up to #1, Amazon bestseller.
Thank you.
If you all want to help push that up to bestseller, Kindle version is now at the USA for 99 cents. That
Oh
can
wow!
help bump it up, just a hint, hint. And so
Yeah.
on Amazon, and it's going to be at that 99-cent rate for the UK in a couple of days. I'll be posting that on
I'll
Instagram.
be on there, Lisa. I'll let everyone know.
Thank
Let
you.
everyone know.
Please
Nice
do
answer.
share.
Yeah,
I
we'll
post it
share.
out there
Definitely.
and hope that other people will reshare it to their stories, get the word out to everyone. That's half the battle, is getting the word out. So
And okay, yes, get the word out and do some Kindle. And let me read one more for you.
absolutely.
Life and Death. A DNR tag hangs from the mattress. Fluffed pillows and respirator will stop. A nurse leaves and says, "This is the practice." Quietly sit with a mask called hopeless. Stillness allows me to feel my heart drop. A DNR tag hangs from the mattress. There's no escape from this newfound madness. Forced to watch her body fade, her head flop. Our nurse leaves and says, this is the practice. You watch and recognize what helpless is as she gasps, then moans in her blanket top. A DNR tag hangs from the mattress. Relief for us both would be weird justice. Painful to watch death and life start their swap. Our nurse leaves and says, this is the practice. Life begins and ends with the same background. Partner's bread turns into a whistle stop. A DNR tag hangs from the mattress. Our nurse leaves and says, this is the practice.
That's a really great poem.
I read it for you because you said it to me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The thing I noticed about the villanelles, a form I've studied but not attempted, I think the repetition. Well, besides that, as the audience, the repetition really lends itself to a performance piece.
Yeah, it does, and then so do pantheons. Pantheons are also another word. I don't know if I could, but and then I have I don't know if I have a sexton that I could pull up that I haven't really talked about and share with you, but I'll have to look at that because I have like I write informal rhyme poetry, so I like to write that style. I like to write in sonnets because I like to not go on and on and on, so I'm limited to 16 lines and gone. Yeah. But the other times there's rhyme, and as the one I read to you. Well, I didn't read that one to you, so I'll read. Yeah, I'll read Plain Jane because I read that to another group. I read that to a critique group today, and that's in the style of style of Poe when he wrote about Annabelle Lee. So let me see if I can find that. Right? Okay. Right. That's, and if you like these, there's even more in the book. Right? Let's see.
There you go.
Well, there is, because these are not from the book. These are a treat for coming to a launch. All right. So let's see if I did this.
Confections.
Well, I can't wait, Bill. Come on, mate.
Let's see, I came up with okay. 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 It's open. Okay. All right. So I'll read you this one. Plain Jane loves me. It was many and many a year ago on a house at the top of a hill, where there lived a young girl whom you may know, Jane, who felt plain, and felt this was her role, as she would care for her elder mother before she became my newfound lover. I, a child, and many thought she was too, who lived in this house on top of the hill, where we loved with a love that time proved true. Plain Jane's smile revealed love's dimple. For more than 60 years, sans and equal, we lived together in a sequel. Buried her mother, raised love's prodigy, watched our children grow and move away. We worried about future longevity together as we loved each day. In our new house at the base of the hill, until age needed a different thrill. We moved to a senior community, still watched our grandchildren daily. They hold such future promise in our eyes. Our discussions created such surprise. As they aged, we'd offer directions with gifts of affection. Plain Jane and I watched our love multiply, while her dimple would frequently beam with each smile she often received. No longer plain, her tales now vary. When she retells thrills love has given her. Children, flowers, allowed her heart to dream, to ride love's light each time there's a moonbeam. Jane's not plain, she's my true love.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, buy a book. Share the book. It's a book you can read to other people. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not an R-rated book, although there is an R-rated poem in there.
Is
So
that the
one
chocolate
more-
poem, did they?
Well, there is
One
an
more
R-rated.
time, if anybody has a copy, hold it up now for a second. And I want to thank everybody. Thank you for coming out today and celebrating with Bill.
Thank you for reading them. Right. Thank you all.
And congratulations. You all have a beautiful rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having
Congratulations, Bill.
Thank you.
We love you both.
Congratulations.
Barbara.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very nice.
We'll spread the word.
Beautiful poems.
Thank you, Barbara.